The intercom has already crackled itself into silence. "Come on," I say. "At least we're nearly there." "Key in the door?" She's still complaining as we get back into the car. "What sort of arrangement is that? Anybody could have gone in and helped themselves to whatever there is. How do we know there isn't somebody actually squatting in there when we finally arrive?" "They'd have had to find it first," I point out dryly as I start the engine again and concentrate on negotiating the single-track lane without veering into a ditch. And within a minute or two, I add, "Right, I think we're here now anyway." I slow down as we approach another set of iron gates, open this time as promised. "Look, this sign says Deepcombe Lodge." "Well, thank God for that," Lauren says. Then we both fall silent as I pull up in front of our holiday home. It might have been called a lodge, but if first impressions are anything to go by, it looks more like a ramshackle old hut. In the light of the car headlights, I can see that there's ivy growing rampantly over the place, even encroaching over the front door. The ancient whitewashed walls look wonky, the windows are grimy, and it looks like there are tiles missing from the roof. "This can't be it," I say in a hoarse whisper. It's cold, with sleet in the air. 4:30 now and already dark. I'm tired from the driving and desperate for a hot cup of tea. The thought of getting back in the car and trying again to find the right place is suddenly more than I can bear. "It is," Lauren says. There's an edge of horror in her voice. "Look, Deepcombe Lodge, on the door." To be strictly accurate, the wooden sign is hanging off the door. "And yes, the key's in the lock." She walks up to the front door and turns the key to open it. I follow cautiously behind her. "Well, it looks a bit better inside than it did from the outside," I begin, and then stop in surprise as two cats run up to us, meowing a friendly greeting, or possibly a furious warning. How does one tell with cats? "Somebody's in here," I whisper urgently. "You were right." I look around, half expecting to see an angry family coming down the stairs, accusing us of trespass, of entering with intent to steal their cats. "Hang on," Lauren says. "There's a note on the table here." I follow Lauren across the room and peer at the scrawly writing on a page of paper that looks as if it's been torn from a notebook. We contemplate the message in silence for a moment, and then begin to read out loud, more or less in unison. "Welcome to Deepcombe Lodge. No smoking. TV signal is best on BBC South West. Wi-Fi works most days unless it's raining. Cats might come in through cat flaps. Please don't close the flaps or they will mess on carpets. Nothing down the toilet, please, or it will block." We look at each other for a moment. I feel a bit like laughing hysterically, but I'm very much afraid my sister might actually cry. This was originally supposed to be her dream holiday, with her dream man. The dream man has buggered off, and it's hard now to imagine that this is going to be any sort of dream holiday either. Possibly more like a nightmare. To my own surprise, I find myself enveloping her in a hug. We're not the kind of sisters who hug. Then again, we aren't the kind of sisters who go on holiday together either. But there's a first time for everything, I suppose.
Lauren. I could just sit down and cry. It's all very well for Julia. She didn't even want to come here in the first place. Okay, to be honest, neither did I. I wanted to go on the dream holiday Carl had promised me, and this wasn't it. But I didn't want to go anyway, after he walked out. Why would I? It was Julia's idea for us to come on the holiday together. Well, strictly speaking, her original idea was that I should come on my own. "Stick 2 fingers up to Carl," she said, when she called me a few days ago to wish me a happy birthday. "Go ahead, enjoy the holiday, sod him, he's the one missing out. You don't always have to have a man with you to have a good time." She wasn't sounding particularly sympathetic to my situation, frankly. But then she's never been particularly sympathetic when I've been...